first of 3 dedicated videos about the 3 different types of taxes that we're going to include in our analysis. The first is personal income tax, and then we're going to have a look at capital gains tax, and then finally something called dividend franking credits. Now, personal income tax, everyone who is an employee or anyone in general actually who earns an income either through employment or through investment or through both or by any other means will be paying personal income tax. And I just have a snapshot here of the ATO, the Australian Tax Office website, which shows the tax brackets. And if you're not sure why there are brackets, the more that you earn, the higher your tax bracket is. So, for example, for the first $18,200, there is no tax. And then when you go up to the next tax bracket, you are taxed 19 cents for every dollar earned over $18,200. So, for example, if you earned $18,201, $1 more than the threshold, you would pay 19 cents. If you earn $2 more than the threshold, you would pay 38 cents, 2 lots of 19 cents, and so on. Now, there are plenty of good online tax calculators. However, we'll just be doing some simple examples here to calculate how much tax is needed to be paid. So first one first, John currently earns $80,000 per year. So that fits into this bracket here, the bracket of earning $37,000 to $87,000. How much tax does he pay? Well, let's have a look at the tax paid. And we're excluding some other smaller things like Medicare here. We're going to disregard that and just look at straight up personal income tax. So the tax paid for this bracket is $3,572, that's straight, plus 32.5 cents for every dollar over $37,000. So it's going to be 3,572, that's a set amount, plus some sort of amount here, which is the amount over 37,000 up to 80,000, and we may be able to do that in your head. 40 to 80 is $40,000 plus another 3, it's $43,000. And if you're not sure how I got that, you could also say, well, 80,000 subtract 30, Mr. Zero, subtract 37,000. So it gets 43,000. That is the amount above the threshold. And that is taxed at 32.5 cents for every dollar. So the way that we do this is we multiply that by 0.325. Now, I didn't multiply it by 32.5 because this is in cents, but we want our answer in dollars. This is in dollars, this is in dollars. If I multiply this by $32.5, we'd be having a lot of tax to be paid. So this is now I've converted from cents to dollars. And we can use our calculator for this. Let's bring the calculator up. I'll just clear this. Okay, 3,572 plus 43,000. I'll do the multiplication inside the brackets. It doesn't really matter. Point times 0.325. And that is 17,547. So that is how much tax John will pay on his $80,000 income. So what's the net result, as they call it, will be or in other words, how much money John has in his pocket to pay for things like rent and food and whatever else John spends his money on, will be 80,000 subtract 17,547, and that would just be 80,000 subtract. I already have the answer stored there, so I can go control answer. Will be 62,453. Now let's have a look at part B. John also earns an additional $9,000 per year from his investment in term deposits and bonds. So we've talked about this in the last couple of videos. We get other investment options. Now how that impacts personal income tax is it is added on to your employment income. Okay? So that, therefore, now the taxable income will equal the original 80,000 from employment plus the 9,000 from investment, and that will equal 89,000. How much tax does he now pay? Well, this is interesting. He's now moved up a tax bracket. So he's now no longer in the 37 to 87, now in the 87 to 180. And the tax paid on there is $19,822 plus 37 cents for each dollar over 80,000, over 87,000. So very similar calculation to Part A. This will be the fixed amount, 19,822, it's a comma, plus, well, how much over 87 is it? It's $2,000 over the threshold. So 2,000 multiplied by 37 cents, so 0.37, and that is equal to, so 19,822 plus 2,000 multiplied by 0.37, 20,562. So that is how much tax John will pay if we add on top the investment income. So how much is the net result here? That will be 89,000 subtract 20,562, and that is equal to $68,438. Okay, so there are a couple of example questions on calculating personal income tax. There's a few more practice questions for you coming up. And the next tax topic is on capital gains tax.